First of all, big thanks to Ubisoft for providing me with these crossovers. We're gonna jump right into detailed balance patch notes explanation as soon as I tell you my opinion on these crossovers, since I did play them quite a bit to make these plays. Warlock is my favorite in terms of skin looks. I like Titan because of the signature sounds, and Hunter has definitely the best weapon skin of all, at least for me, the Katars skin. And honestly, I didn't expect much out of these crossovers, but now I think they did a really good job. Especially because they're 300 mammoth coins each and not 400. If you play any of these legends, I'd tell you to definitely buy it, since they're probably the best crossovers for these legends. Warlock is better than Princess Bubblegum, at least for me. Same stands for Titan compared to the Arbiter. I don't think anyone likes Arbiter in this game. And as well as Hunter being way better than Nina Williams. So yeah, that's my opinion. Now let's move on to the balance patch notes. So I'm not gonna just read the patch for you. I will leave it on the screen so you can do that, and I will do the explanation of what every nerf or buff mean in game and what it actually changes about the weapon. So here we go. You can now always get Blaster and Light into reverse snare to be one frame. Doesn't matter if your opponent is white, yellow or red, it will work until dark red. And I'm not racist, by the way. Blaster Sidelight into jump snare is now a true combo for some reason, although they did nerf Blaster Sidelight so it doesn't deal too much damage. So considering these two buffs, Blasters are really good right now. Chakram received quite a lot of buffs and nerfs, and we will go through them all. You can't be drifting all around anymore. You used to be fast with every aerial attack and it was unpunishable, well, not anymore. Now you need to be a bit more careful with your inputs. Infused variation, Silent Insider got a force buff. The weapon used to finish so late, but it was broken so it didn't matter. Now with the full weapon rework, it reasonably matters. Fuse Down Air did get a nerf on force, it was too broken in offstage. To make it shorter, we all know how split variation was broken, so what they did is it decreased stun for almost all moves. And so what does that mean? Chakram had a 5-hit true combo, so they had to do something about it. All true combos except Silent into Enlight are gone, but they are all made to be unjumpable. So basically Chakram is now like Scythe. So many strings but low amount of true combos. They also fixed split variation GC Sidelight to Nair, now allowing you to continue the combo unlike before where Nair would make you fall. Split variation recovery was also force nerfed, as it was a naturally good follow-up after down air. Gauntlets received 2 nerfs. On red health you can't do downlight into dash jump Sear true anymore. It is 1 frame at best now, as it was spiking a bit too much in off stage, making it harder to come back to stage without being KO'd. And the second nerf is Gauntlet's recovery, being a bit more punishable on miss now. This nerf is not too bad, I think, since it won't really affect you too much in my opinion. Now, we saw that Blasters are uprising to potentially be very good now. Chakram being reworked, and I think they will be even more fun to play now, as it's balanced, and Gauntlet slightly nerfed. But Greatsword, oh man, this weapon is so punishable now, though I can't lie it was broken. I will try to explain it the best and the shortest way I can. You used to be so fast on this weapon while also getting away from punishing, and now you can't really do that anymore. Dealer was surprisingly untouched, so you can start using it more now. The biggest problem comes when you miss a Silent opener now, since you won't be able to move or dodge for way longer than before, so this move is going to be the most punishable move on Greatsword now. You will be able to input another attack like Enlight, but this will not save you from being punished too often. So take a look right here, how much time it takes for you to dodge after each of the moves. Do you see the difference? Conclusion here is that Sidelight is the easiest way to hit your opponent, but is also the easiest of 3 to punish, so be more precise now. Sidelight Enlight was 1 frame last patch, now it's 3. Not too big of a nerf, since it's still not jumpable. So I'm not really sure what they wanted to do with all of these bridge nerfs. The point is, now it all has more frames, but all of them are still unjumpable if imputed fast enough. I'm assuming they wanted to make it easier to dodge, since most were 1 or 2 frames. But if you do know something about bridge nerfs, leave a comment down below so we can all learn about it. As you can see, Enlight Sidelight is 2 or 1 frame, but D-Light Sidelight is now jumpable, even though no one even used this one. So I don't think Greatsword is unplayable now. I think it got some deserved nerfs, but now you can't miss as much as before anymore. Hammer is back in the meta as it got 4 damage buffs on Sidelight, Enlight, Nair and Sear. Nothing complicated, we should all fear Terrace once again. Cassidy might be uprising as well considering her buffed weapons and insane 6. Katars received 4 nerfs, but honestly I don't think it's that bad at all. It is damage nerfs on 4 moves: Enlight, Delight, Highlight and Sear. Don't even consider a Sear nerf, since we use Sear only in offstage finishing, so we shouldn't care about that one. Though even the other 3, I still don't think it's bad, since to finish stock you'll need probably 2 more hits, and I'd rather have that than have Katars recover time nerfed again, so think about that. I'd say they're still in a really good spot. So let me tell you about the lance nerfs. They're still nerfing the down air threat coverage. They did that 3 times already, so we'll skip that one. Nair is finally nerfed, so you cannot be drifting in the air anymore if you miss. And before we move on to the Enlight changes, I'm just gonna say it right now. Every weapon that stayed untouched, like Spear, Scythe or Axe, they are all indirectly buffed, since this is one of those nerf patches. Enlight's Force is buffed, but it is a nerf for 9 dex floor Rux, since Delight into Enlight is a true combo. Rux could get another Delight to be unjumpable, but since Enlight has higher force now, that isn't a thing anymore. But generally speaking, a decent buff, even though it's nothing special, since Lance really struggles with kill options. Now let me tell you, I'm not too big of a Lance fan, but I do have an advice for all of you out there. Start using more Delights. It's really good for dodge reading and it actually interrupts many other light attacks from other weapons. Just an honest advice. And for the last Lance nerf is actually Exhausted Recovery that used to out-prioritize many others, so a bit nerfed in that spot as long as with the Force nerf. And for the last nerf, it's Sword obviously. It's been good for a long time and let's keep it simple. Aerial attacks, down air and side air, cannot be used to drift around anymore, whether you hit your opponent or not. And all grounded attacks, Sidelight, Enlight and Delight, got a recover time on miss nerf, meaning it will be way more punishable and less spammy after a miss. So when I sum it all up, I think Sword got nerfed the most, and then Greatsword right next, but there is one good thing. For weapons like Chakram, Greatsword and Sword, the nerfs won't really matter if you don't miss your attacks, so work on that and trust me, you won't even feel them. Thank you for watching this video, I hope you liked it and I will see you in the next one. Peace!